In this video, we're going to talk about should you return or try to play New World in its current state. Now, when New World first arrived in October 2021, it was a massive hit for Amazon with a daily peak of 572,000 users. But after that October launch, the game hit several technical issues that caused the player base to drop about half each of the first 2 months, and eventually it bottomed down to just 13,000 users in May of 2021. Since then, there's been a few users coming back, and I think it's a good time to have a video to highlight some of the recent changes and give a current state and help you make a decision. Now, back on day one, you had a separate storage in each city and could only transfer if they were owned by the same faction you were a member of. Making things worse, the cost to transfer was very high, which often meant you were going to be taking a hike. Throw in constant wars and invasions and downgrades to the cities, and you're basically playing a logistics simulator. When you absolutely have to move 200 pounds of raw meat to Everfall by 9 a.m., you go do it yourself. But now with the new updates, the game will allow you to go into a town chest, either in your home or in the town itself, select a city, move the items from one storage center to the other storage unit. And I know that seems like a little trivial thing, but it's made a very dramatic difference. Now you can sit there and move your storage units and organize things, and you don't have to travel from town to town to town. Next up are taxes. Are they fixed? Yep. You no longer have to give up your firstborn to have a home. And if you didn't play the game in the beginning, then you didn't know that taxes were very high, and now they're much more affordable. Another thing people ask me about is fast travel. When we first started playing New World and you needed to get somewhere, you walked. Fast travel cost an absolute arm and a leg. It was influenced by multiple factors: weight, the faction that owned the destination, if any fast travel discounts were available via your town, and if your last name ended in an M. I'm just kidding about that last bit. It wasn't uncommon for Azov costs to exceed half of your storage. This system made every day a walking sim, and combined with the inability to move things in storage, we were doing backpack treks across the continent. Now you can use fast travel as needed to go on expeditions or come back from a town after you're finishing up a quest, and even traveling for the daily trains. More resources. The most recent patch made more goods and faster respawn of said goods. In the initial days, orichalcum could be gotten for 3 cents, but lately it was very expensive. So the developers put in more orichalcum veins and star metal veins. They also allowed them to respawn faster, which means you can get more ore. Life is good. Another thing the developers added is as you get to 200 skill level, you get more XP, and that adds to a level where you get another cache that you get to open for raw materials. So to recap, we have more resources, respawning faster, and additional caches that you can get by mining and harvesting and other tasks. Player versus player. This could be an entire video, but at a base level, lag and desync issues are basically fixed for PvP. You still have issues with teams being unbalanced. They've also introduced new modes. You've now got Outpost Rush. You've got your normal invasions and town conflicts. You've also got a new arena mode. There are still meta builds. There's still work that they're doing on tweaking, like I know they're tweaking the archers in the current PTR. So more to come on this, but I still think it's fun, and that's why we play the games, right? Now, I will also tell you 2 things that I don't like. The first one's going to be crafting tweaks. Is crafting grindy? Yes. Do you feel a sense of accomplishment after making a legendary weapon? Yes. But there are changes that are coming to tweak the system a little bit. At the end of the day, I believe that crafters can still make weapons that compete with weapons that you get in either a drop or a cache. The second thing is a minor gripe, but it's trophies. Trophies are awesome. Love them, have them, would recommend them to anybody. But as a crafter, in my home, you have to constantly go there, pull down a trophy, put another one up, and that's physically traveling to each of the homes that you own to do that. It should be a very simple thing to either allow us to have all the trophies active or to remotely swap them from a menu screen. Please fix that, Amazon. So in conclusion, I think it takes time for games like this to get balanced. World of Warcraft, when it first came out, had lots of things that are not in there today. So I think Amazon's fixing things. A lot of people complain about new content, but frankly, developers can't make content as fast as people can consume it. There is some new content. You've got a new dungeon. There's a Void Gauntlet, the Blunderbuss. There's new weapons coming. I think overall, Amazon's doing a great job of making a new game that's different and tweaking and fixing broken systems. I think you should give it a chance. So please load it back up, check it out, and we'll see you in the new world.